How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about ChargePoint. Many people are sending me messages, Dre, is now the time to buy in? Have you seen it spiking up so forth? So we're going to talk about it in this video. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder, you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the recent short interest information. The reason why this is important, because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the buying and the selling behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for ChargePoint. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $16.57, being up 5.34%. On the low, it tested $15.27, and then on the high, testing $17.13. So when we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 15.008 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 11.547 million shares. So we did have above average volume on the day, and it's part of the reasons why we saw some strength in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is the daily chart, you can see from the RSI down below, it is at 61.48. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we are below the 200-day, the 100-day, but we are above the 21-day EMA and as well as the 50-day. So as you can see right away, we've been able to form some higher lows for the past two trading days, and there's a strong possibility if this uptrend does continue, we will be testing the $18 level. We do know this is going to be a resistance area for ChargePoint, a lot of profit taking, but if the buying volume is there, I don't see what's stopping it from actually getting to the 100-day. But to be clear though, in order for these higher lows to actually continue, we're going to want to hold support going in tomorrow around $16. So if we pull back, you want to see 16 hold. And if 16 can hold, that's why I'm saying there's a strong possibility we can be able to get back to $17 and then make that move to 18. So this is why we do these technicals to have a good idea when it comes to retracements. Is it a good time right now to actually load up on ChargePoint? I would say personally no. It has been seeing quite the run up due to geopolitical issues that are going on, and with the prices of oil. So it's just experiencing this strong uptrend. So as far as the technicals are concerned, let's see how it performs going into tomorrow, but you want to see that $16 hold up. Now let's move on to the short interest information. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for ChargePoint. So for the off exchange short volume ratio, it is at 50.67%, and then for the off exchange short volume, it is just over 3.63 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability is at 4.7 million, updated 2 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 0.69%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, we can see for the close of the 4th, it was at 56.18, and then for the close of the 7th, which was yesterday, being at 50.67. So what this shows us right away, ChargePoint does have short squeeze potential. So now let's move on to the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for ChargePoint. So we see on the inflow, it's at 34.20, and then on the outflow, it's at 35.29. So we had an outflow day. Taking a look at the breakdown on the large, it was 0. On the medium, it was 20, and on the small, it was 14.20. On the outflow side, you can see on the large, it was 0. On the medium, it was 19.28, and then on the small, it is 16.64. And then when we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for today, March the 8th, we had 0, but we did have 2 outflow days on the 7th and as well as on the 4th. Analyzing the numbers even further for the small scale orders that tend to represent the retail side, we had more selling than we had buying. And And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we have more buying than we had selling. And then on the large, which represents whales, institutions, and funds, we have 0 on both sides. And then when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it is at 4.53%. No surprise that it is up there, and we know ChargePoint is a volatile growth stock. We also do know they are not profitable as of yet. So as far as what's going down inside of the market, I want to make sure you guys are being very cautious before taking a position. I'll talk about it further inside of the final thoughts, so let's get into it right now. So for my final thoughts for ChargePoint in regards to the price action going into tomorrow, we want to see a continuation of higher lows. So what I want to see it do is being able to hold up $16. If we have a pullback to $16, that's where we can start seeing some weakness. As far as a resistance area you want to keep an eye on, it's right around $18. And the reason why this becomes very important, because there's going to be many that are going to be looking to take profits. And we also have to understand the choppy market conditions that we are in. And in regards to the geopolitical factors, we had Joe Biden come out saying, you know what, he's going to start banning Russian oil. So knowing that, there's going to be higher oil prices for the future ahead. But he's also taking into consideration of the fact, and he's been talking about, you know what, we need to make improvements in regards to EV infrastructure and clean energy. And lo and behold, we've been seeing a lot of EV charging station stocks been running up. I've seen it with EVgo, I've seen it with Volta, and of course we see it with ChargePoint. So that's why I'm seeing this trend. It does look good, but if you are a long-term investor, I would continue to exercise some patience, because as a market as a whole, I see some more downside. We have concerns in regards to inflations, and knowing that higher oil prices is just going to be fueling that. And we have a Fed meeting that's coming up for next week. So that's why I'm saying, as a long-term investor, please be patient. I know it is so hard. You're seeing these stocks go down, but I don't want you guys paying a premium unless you want to go out there, because this is not financial advice, like I always say in all my videos, because that is the truth. But anyways, when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, ChargePoint does continue to have short squeeze potential. So this is why when you have catalysts or certain news that come out that can help the sector as a whole, you can see ChargePoint running up, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. So if you are going to be jumping into this play, just make sure you're doing your homework and you're doing your due diligence. This is very key, and I just want to make sure that you're seeing success in the market, and that's why I always emphasize, if you've been enjoying this run up, or maybe you're swing trading ChargePoint, don't forget, always protect your profits. But that doesn't mean I don't believe in the long-term prospects on this stock. You guys know it's one of my high conviction plays, and we know as far as EVs are concerned, it is going to be the way going forward. So let's see how ChargePoint performs going into tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.